Hey, welcome to part 5 of my camper build series. So with the bottom section finalized, I moved forward with figuring out how to get the walls, gas struts, and roof connected. I first attached the original roof to the 3-inch spacer ring that I had purchased earlier. I put some weather stripping down and attached it with some plates, but I imagine I'll have to put some caulk down around the edge later to fully weatherproof it. I decided to start by prototyping the attachment mechanism with some leftover ACP and the living hinge. With the walls folded down and the roof on, I attached the flat bars to the walls. I then used the roof as a guide to trim down the flat bars to size. In hindsight, this was a problematic strategy and was totally backwards and produced some pretty inconsistent results. I should have measured each bar to the same size, attached it to the frame of the roof, and then attached it to the wall after. I cut the bolts down to size with an angle grinder so they would lay as flat as possible against the walls. With the flat bars attached to the walls, we took the roof ring off, unfolded the walls, and then put the roof ring back on with spacers on each end so it would sit about 2 inches above the end goal height. This is so that when the roof is fully opened to the intended height, the gas struts won't be at their full extension. They'll still have a couple inches of extension left. So off camera, I slid the gas struts on fully extended. I then folded the flat bars up and attached them to the roof section. With everything seemingly attached well, we attempted the first opening and closing of the camper.
Let's go!
The bars were bending due to a poor fit and they just weren't sturdy enough, and the hinges completely failed after a little bit of stress testing. They just popped right off of the screws. But now that I had a good idea of how everything should work, I decided to move forward with creating all the attachments using aluminum flat bars and steel hinges. So I went to Home Depot to pick up some parts, but on my way back, I saw a duck pacing around in my front yard around the storm drain. I heard some squeaking and realized that her ducklings had fallen down in the storm drain. I used my car jack to crack the storm drain up. With help from some neighbors, we peeled the storm drain open, and I got in there and got the ducks out.
Make way for ducklings.
So with the ducklings saved, I continued work on the camper. I cut some flat bar to size and drilled holes for the new hinges that I'd purchased. I then tapped the holes so I could put some screws in directly into the flat bar and everything would lie flush. I screwed the bolts in and then marked a ring around the bolt to the desired length and chopped off the rest. So with all the hinges attached to the aluminum bars, it was time to put them onto the camper. I used the same strategy as before to match the flat bar lengths to the prototype because I just don't want to drill a bunch more holes in my wall. But if I remake the walls, I'll use the strategy I mentioned earlier. I also used some other cheap hinges from Home Depot to attach the other end of the bar to the roof ring. My first attempt at opening the walls did not go so well. The walls wouldn't open all the way, and I couldn't figure out why. After a little while, I realized the gas struts were fully extended. So the whole strategy of putting the spacers in and then installing them fully extended so they would compress down a bit did not work. So it took me some time to figure out how exactly to adjust the struts, but I ended up loosening the inside mount point, and then using some ratchet straps, I was able to compress them to near full compression. This would allow the walls to rise as much as necessary. So this actually gave the gas struts too much leverage on the roof, and they wouldn't allow the roof to rest closed. I was actually able to use the ratchet straps as a friction brake, similar to how like an ATC works, to slowly loosen it and then hold it in place while I mounted it. With the gas struts installed correctly, the walls were opening perfectly. While I was messing around with the hinges off camera, one of them actually failed. They were cheap hinges from Home Depot that had been bending more and more since I installed them. I ordered some heavy-duty marine hinges, and they already seemed way better. I had to add an ACP spacer to get the hinges to fit flush when opened. but after getting them installed, the folding mechanism is now super solid.